Hey guys, it's John, Brooklyn, Spider-Man. We are on our way back from the feed store. We had to get a pallet of feed for our chickens. Today we're going to be talking about how the kids help us out on the farm. All right, first thing the kids are going to do is get this feed unloading. All right, just kidding, that's a little heavy. Let me get this feed unloaded and we'll get started. All right, one job done. Obviously the kids can't handle that job. And speak for a minute on the cost of feed. It is going crazy. And we do pay a little bit more for our non-GMO pellet. So it makes you almost want to go down to the regular feed that's not very good, but then you're just getting the same type of eggs you're getting from the store because your chickens produce what you put into them. So we're not compromising on our feed yet, but man, with the prices going up, it makes it a little more difficult to get the better feed. But anyway, I've got a couple jobs to do to make everyone else's and my life easier. So we're gonna knock those jobs out, and then I promise we're gonna show you what the kids do to help us out on the farm. All right, guys, we're out here with the Novagens, our younger group, and a couple things I need to fix are these. Hey, sheep. I know it's almost dinner time. A couple things we need to fix are these doors. These hinges have come off. And good afternoon, ladies. Thank you for the eggs. Sometimes it's just the little screws that come with the hinges that fall out aren't very good. Other times it's people that open up the doors and they slam down and it just wears them out. We usually try to use our feet to stop that door, but it doesn't always happen. So I guess I need to talk to whoever is the guilty culprit for letting these things out and fall like that. Hey, when you open up the chickens, take your time and let the door down easy. Okay, I'll work on that. But anyway, we're gonna get our tools. I've got a little piece of wood because these holes on the back, or these holes right here, are probably worn out, and if I use a longer screw, it's gonna go all the way through the back. So I'm just gonna put a piece of wood on the back and use a long screw that I can drill in and get that fixed up. Okay, not the prettiest fix, but the door works now. We've got one more. Let's head over and knock that out. All right, guys, we're over here with the Ovas and the black sex link, and these guys are 15 weeks old, so we're expecting eggs anytime now. This is the newest coop that I built, so this should not be falling out. So I definitely need to take my time when I'm lowering these doors so they don't break. But we'll get this fixed up. If you're looking for egg layers, man, we're excited to see what these produce, especially the Ovas. I know the black sex link lay just a dark brown egg, and a lot of them, which is nice, but the Ovas are kind of like Easter eggers, but they lay more colors than the Easter eggers, and they can be speckled, so we're looking forward to that. But let's get this door hinge fixed up so these guys are ready to go. All right, both problems solved today. It's gonna make everyone's life easier. So now on to the kids' jobs, and both Brooklyn and Isaiah just recently had birthdays in May and June. So Isaiah's 9, Brooklyn is 11. So there's a lot of things that they can't do, but there is a lot of things they can. Obviously, I don't want them hauling 5-gallon buckets of water, and I'm feeding most of the time, so they could sprinkle feed out. But if I'm doing water and feed, I just take care of that. So you got to find things for them that's easy to do since they can't lift a whole lot. And we've got 2 jobs that they do every day that help us out a ton. And this is obviously not the only things that they do, but these are two that we have found that just take a lot of time off Jamie and I's plate. So we're gonna run back here because I'm adding a third one to their chore list that I just told them about today. So let's run back here and see what this one is. All right, guys, I definitely have to show you this. After last video, it seemed like we'd never get the pigs over here. We had a little difficulty, but we do have them all over. We moved Millie over in that video. You can see her pigs are doing fantastic. Willow is down here. Everybody's got a shade cloth and a pool. They're doing great. And this is the kids. They just started doing this. Obviously, they cannot carry the heavy water buckets. But since we've put these pens close to the spigot, they come out here, grab the hose in the mornings, and when needed, we usually come out in the afternoon and check, and they will fill the pools and make sure their water is full. So if you get the opportunity, place them close to water or a hose that they can actually move around and maneuver, and then that helps us out a ton. We may as well go down here and check out Jelly Beans clan. So that's their first job that they take care of. Here's Itty Bit. Itty Bitty, how are you doing? Are they saving you any food? Yeah, we sure love Itty Bitty. She's not getting big, but she's getting round. There she goes. Oh, rolling down the hill. But so we've got all three groups over, and this is a lot nicer to have them out of that smaller far wing barn area. And they've got these big open spots where they can spread out their manure. They can get around and do well. So, but that is the kids' first job. Fill up the pools, fill up the waters. So that's their first job. Now while I'm feeding, we'll show you what the kids are in charge of. All right, guys, the kids are going out for one of my favorite chores for them to do. What is that?
Egg collecting.
Getting eggs. And normally they do this while I'm feeding, so I'm gonna follow them around, see what they do, how they divide it up. We haven't told them who gets what or who does what, so let's go see how they get these eggs. All right, so we're here at the Novogen pen. Looks like this is their first stop of the day. They choose to go the farthest and then work their way back to the house. So this saves me a ton of time because I can just come to the pens and feed and water. Why don't we do that, bud? What?
Because it'll break the egg.
Learned a hard lesson, didn't we? They had a whole bunch of broken eggs and we couldn't figure out why. Then we found out. Does anybody want to say why?
I think it was frolicking through the fields. There's none under, I think.
He was frolicking through the fields with his egg basket, having a joyous time, and we broke some eggs. But we'll check these guys out. Looks like they got one broody hen in here that they need to get out. And we'll grab the rest of the eggs. Go quick. Go quick and grab her. She won't get you.
Normally I do.
Just go quick.
Yeah, normally I get this stuff. Okay guys, we just finished up. So now, normally we do this on the cart, but to show you, we're gonna do it right here. We will just take the eggs and transfer them all into one basket. So we have the basket for the next egg collecting. So we just put them into one.
All right, so that's how their egg collection goes. Like I said, this saves me a ton of time. I just gotta put feed in, put water in. I know the eggs are already collected. Baskets are turned around so the hens can't get in them at night. And it just helps us out a bunch. So we're thankful that the kids are able to do this and they do a good job at it. So they've got one more chore. We'll get back at that later. There's one more thing that we do during chore time. We used to play this game where when we were little. I've mowed some trails in the grass. There's a safe circle in the middle. We called it, I guess we're calling it Fox in the Hen House. You're safe in the middle. You only get to stay for 10 seconds and then the fox gets to chase you. I'm the fox, let's go. Clear the house. All right, that normally doesn't last very long because it's hot and I'm out of shape. We got one more chore for the evening. We'll come back when we're ready for that one. Guys, it is evening time. I'm sure most of you have guessed it. Scooch over, I'm coming tonight. This is the kids' last chore of the day and we are heading to do what?
We're going to shut up the animals, lock them up.
All right, probably the safest or the most important step, getting everybody shut up for the night to keep the predators away. So we're gonna follow these guys along and see their routine for shutting up the animals.
First stop, the ducks.
All right, and this is an important one. Obviously, they're way back here at the back of the property, and we don't have an electric fence around them anymore, and we've had good luck just locking them up. We have not lost a duck yet. So, as long as we keep them locked up, we feel they're pretty safe. Yeah, I fixed those this morning, but it's still a little crooked, so you gotta push it over to the side.
Oh gosh, you really have to push it.
Hey, nothing's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, second group shut up. This is also a hard one to shut.
Oh,
that board is warped out. Oh man, you've been working on them muscles.
Yeah.
All right, how many more pens we got?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, around 5 or 6.
Sheesh. What do we got now, bud?
The turkeys.
All right, midget white turkeys. This door's always kind of stuck too, isn't it? Oh, I didn't even see that one. She's setting on an egg. She's setting on a couple eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not happy either. Oh. Here, bring those out, bud. A couple turkey eggs. right, turkeys are up for the night.
Okay, there's another one done.
All right, so we have one special chicken, the last of the golden girls that's alive, and this is Brooklyn's little Polish chicken, Sophia, and she never goes in a pen. We don't put her in a pen because the other chickens pick her feathers, but we do put her up every night because we would hate to lose Sophia, so we put her in this little A-frame over here. So
There's 3 people on the cart. There's not enough room.
go ahead, I'll walk to the next spot.
Sure.
Yep. I didn't know she gets a ride over.
Yes, she's very bougie.
Bougie.
Prestige.
So this is a little A-frame coop that I built, and they make sure she gets locked up every night in here because she would be super easy for an owl to pick off. All right, good night, Sophia. All right, what's left?
So now we have black section.
Did you already do these ones?
And we have these.
Whiting's your blues.
Yes.
All right, last pen of the night, the Varia Ovas. We fixed this door today as well.
Is it just like the other one? You have to push it over?
No, I think it's fixed correctly. Boom. All right, so those are the chores for the kids. They're important chores. Obviously the eggs we're eating and selling, keeping the animals safe at night. Now they're helping water the pigs as well. Obviously we want these guys to do these chores to teach them some responsibility and to help around the farm, and they do a great job, and it takes a lot of work off Jamie and I's plate, and everyone's helping out. So appreciate you guys following along today, and if you haven't already,
Make sure you like, subscribe, check us out on Instagram and also Facebook, and don't forget to make the change.
all right, we'll see you on the next video.